in the area and growing a team, reached millionaire team last year, and just looking forward to some pin changes this year and business really taking off and going even further. It was one of the best decisions that I made ever. And, you know, for all of you that are on here, I think that you're starting to see those changes and those pin levels and the opportunity that's available here. And if you are brand new, trust me, you're going to see it very soon. This team itself is on fire. So I'm really super excited about what's to come. But I'm going to jump right in and waste no time. We're going to talk about a 90-day plan. And for those of you who are new and haven't heard about a 90-day plan, we work 90-day plans in Herbalife centered around our main events. Of course, we have a monthly event every month, but our big corporate events are in January, April, July, October. So basically every 3 months and 90 days. Okay, so in 90-day plans are wide known in business, in marketing, and all types of different businesses. But in ours, especially because of those events and because we can center it that way, 90-day plans can be huge for us. And what is a 90-day plan? If you want me to be completely honest, it's pretty much an awesome day repeated 90 times. Okay, there's nothing complicated, and don't get scared over something that like, oh, I don't know what a 90-day plan is. Go be absolutely awesome for a day and repeat that 90 days. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth than that, but pretty much that's all you have to remember, and that's all you have to think about. The 90-day plan, there's nothing special. There's no magic formula in the 90-day plan, but implementing a 90-day plan into your life and into your business will change things. It will take you to the next level, undoubtedly. When I do a 90-day plan, or when any of us do a 90-day plan, I think the first thing is to look at why are you doing it. I think that figuring out kind of your end game for your 90-day plan is a good idea. Every 90-day plan might be a little bit different in its focus. And what I mean by that, when you're first starting off, you know, your focus might be to gain knowledge of this company, gain knowledge of the products. It might be getting over an invite and how awkward it can be. You might just want to get comfortable with your invites. You know, when you're first starting out, your 90-day plan and the end game and the focus of that 90-day plan might be a little bit different than someone who's a little more seasoned. Maybe that person is doing a 90-day plan specifically to expand their preferred members, expand their client base, expand their retail base, and things like that. It might be results focused. Like you might really want to get on your results. If you've been in the business for a while, I know for me, when I do a 90-day plan, you know, I'm focusing on growing my team. I want to grow my organization. I want to increase volume in that manner. I want to take things to the next level. Understand that no matter what your focus is or where you are in business, any 90-day plan is going to do all of that. From start to finish, no matter what your focus is, when you commit to doing a 90-day plan, you're going to do all of those things. Ultimately, the goal is to grow our business, right? So even though you might have different focuses depending on where you are in the business and where you are in the marketing plan, ultimately, your focus is to grow business. And all of those things are going to do that. When in each 90-day plan, you're going to do a little bit as if you are brand new. You're going to do a little bit as if you're seasoned and a little bit as if you're a veteran in the company. So with all of those things, no matter what you choose and what your focus is, you're going to be hitting them all. But I think it's important to kind of narrow in and know really what you want to get out of your 90-day plan. I think it's important to have a vision for your 90-day plan. What do you look like in 90 days? What pen are you wearing in 90 days? I literally want you to envision that. 90 days seems like a long time, but in reality, you're moving pretty quickly. You know, days and months are going really fast nowadays. So what do you look like in 90 days? Is it results? Are you wearing a different size? Are you wearing the different pen? Are you driving a different car? Are you know, what are you doing in 90 days? And I want you to envision that. Forecast, you know, forecast that and really project that into your future. I want you to see it, but I also want you to believe it. Okay. So this is my pen level. This is my income. This is what size I'm wearing. This is the size of my organization. You know, really just put those things into this is. not a this is going to be. I want you to envision it first, but then I want you to believe it and actually, really kind of think that you're there. I'm going to share this screen for just a second. We're going to go back and forth a little bit right here. This is a good start to a 90-day plan. This is not an end-all, say-all, be-all. But I want you to look at this list and think of it as a 90-day plan. We got this from President's team member Nicole Breeden, and she did an entire training just on this piece of paper pretty much. But this is something that you can implement. Now, your tasks that are on the left-hand side might look different from this. It might look a little bit different, and you might implement some different things. But when you're looking at doing a 90-day plan, there's a couple of things I want you to think about. I don't want you to pick something that you're absolutely miserable doing. Okay, this has to be genuine to you. It has to be something that you can authentically do and get excited about. You need excitement when you're going out and doing invites, or when you're going to do a shake party, or even when you're behind the bar in the club. That's not everybody's DMO, the daily method of operation. Everybody does things a little bit different. So I need things that you can get excited about, but be very careful. I want you to look at this list and let's pick 10 things. And if you were going to do 10 things daily, okay, and you were to get a point for each thing that you did, are all 10 things that you choose to do comfortable to you? Are they no big deal? Does it make you, do you get that knot in your stomach over any of them? Because if you don't, then you're in a dangerous spot as well, because growth happens when? Growth happens when you are uncomfortable. So if everything on this list is second nature to you and you're like, whatever, this is great, and you're not really striving and you're not really having to drive yourself to get all 10 things, maybe you should switch it up a bit. So I think that you should definitely do things that put you out of your comfort zone, but nothing that you absolutely hate. Does that make sense for everybody? I'm going to go back. Does that make sense for everybody? Thumbs up. Yeah. So do things that make you uncomfortable, but you don't have to do things that you just absolutely hate. Okay. On that list, you see things like club business. You see things like office work. Be careful with those things as well, because you don't want to do so many things like that where you're just busy. Remember that being busy with an unimportant task isn't being productive. Okay. Not that office work isn't very important sometimes, but if that's one of your 10 points that you're going to give yourself every day, just make sure it's not taking up the entire day. And I'm saying 10. If you're new, you can start out with 5 points a day. You could start out with 10 points a day, but this is just a really easy template to start a 90-day plan. If you start and you say that you're going to give yourself 5 points a day or 10 points a day, and you do this every single day consistently, you'd be shocked at what the results can be. Part of this is not even the 10 things that you're going to do on there. It doesn't matter if it's an invite or if it's getting results or going to work out. The key to this is the consistency of doing it. Okay, so understand that. It's the consistency of going out and doing 10 invites a day. It's the consistency of posting 3 times on social media per day. You can't do it once this Monday and once next Wednesday and once 2 Fridays from now. Okay, it's doing it every single day. Now, if you get into a 90-day plan, and let's say you're checking off 10 things every day, I don't want you to check off these 10 today, these 10 tomorrow, these 10 on Wednesday. Be consistent with it at least for a given time. Give yourself 2 weeks or whatever it is within your 90-day plan to do the consistent 10 each day so that you get the consistency. See where your reward is. See what's coming back in. See what's paying off. See what's valuable for your time. Does that make sense? You don't want to to jump around too much, but if you get into something and you're like, man, I dread doing this every day, this particular thing's just not resonating with me, it doesn't feel real, it doesn't feel authentic, switch it up and start doing something a little different. That's okay. But when you start that 90-day plan, and especially if you're going to do something like this point system, be consistent enough for a given amount of time to really see if it's bringing your business value. Yes? Okay. These things are so weird because I want to talk to you and hear you, and I want you to chit chat with me, and They don't give me that. So anyway, consistency is the key in this. If you hate it, trade it. Track your numbers. At the bottom of that piece of paper, I'll go back to it. Oh, things are changing around. At the bottom of this piece of paper, you'll see your daily totals, your personal volume, your supervisor volume, your retail profit. Those are good numbers to track. And like I said, whether you use something like this or you come up with your own list, have something that where daily you can see those numbers change. So you know, like, okay, yeah, man, you know, my volume is going up. People must be looking at my posts and they're trying those new products or whatever it is, but something where you can track that. If you're doing invites, I would even encourage you to have like a little tally of the newbies that might be going into your local clubs each day or each week from doing consistent invites. Understanding that you're not going to give out 10 invites on Monday and 9 are going to come in on Tuesday. It just doesn't work that way. But doing it consistently over time and start to track those things. Always have gauges where you can track that stuff. Yes? Okay. And I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit, but this is really, I think, in my opinion, the key of a 90-day plan. This has nothing to do with necessarily Herbalife or the 90-day plan specifically, but in my opinion, this is the key and why we do a 90-day plan. Let's see, right here. I'm sure without any words on this piece of paper, everybody knows what this symbol is, yes? Coca-Cola. We have been ingrained, we have been, you know, trained to know that this wave and this red and white is the brand Coca-Cola. If we go to Apple, why do we know this? Yes, it's an apple, but we don't look at it as an apple off of a tree. We look at it straight as the brand Apple. And that's what this company has told us to do. Same thing right here with Herbalife. We see this tri-leaf symbol and we all think Herbalife. And although I'd venture to say that we probably need to do a better job at spreading this word, because like Mark Hughes said, we need a canister in every kitchen. Even Herbalife, having been around 40 years, 40 plus years, is, you know, a very well-known brand, and people see that symbol and they know. So basically, what are you doing to brand yourself? And think of this 90-day plan as your branding, okay? What are you outside of brand Herbalife? And when people look at you, what do they think? Okay, yes, you use the products. Okay, great, check that off of your list. Do it consistently for 90 days. And when someone sees somebody out with a bottle of Herbalife, do they immediately think of you? Are you the vision that comes to mind? Okay, everybody, every turn you make, and big companies like Coca-Cola and Apple, every turn they make, they are literally imaging themselves. They are putting an image out there. And that's exactly what we're doing, y'all. Every time you post on social media, I don't care if it has anything to do with Herbalife or not. Every time you go to dinner at a restaurant, when you walk around town, like, you aren't just representing yourself anymore. As an Herbalife distributor, you're representing Herbalife. So every move you make throughout a day is your 90-day plan. Okay? So if you're taking your products for your pictures, but then you're turning around and living a different lifestyle, what does that say? Because people are always watching. It's not just what you're posting out there. Okay. So I want you to do those 3 posts a day to check them off and get your points. But what are you doing outside of that? Really think about how you're branding yourself as a whole. The consistency of that, you know, are you up and down with your results? Because what is that speaking to people? Maybe you're not using the same products consistently every day through this 90-day plan, and you're getting this wave of up and down results. What's your emotional appeal towards people? Are you positive? Are you likable? Are you trustworthy? You know, really, to be a leader, you need an audience. And trust me when I say that every single person on this call right now is a leader. We all have an audience. We all have a circle of influence. Someone is always watching. So, and I'm going into this, I could do a whole training on branding yourself and being the Herbalife brand. But I really, really think it ties into this 90-day plan, because that's what you're doing. Understand that every single 90-day plan is doing nothing but branding yourself. It's the consistency. It's the everyday motion that you go through of those 10 points or those 5 points off of that sheet, or, you know, however you set up your 90-day plan. It's the consistency of every single day people are seeing the same carry. Okay. When I'm in the club, or when I'm out at a restaurant, or when I'm, you know, whatever, they're seeing the genuine carry, and they're starting to realize who that brand is, and that, oh, Carrie, her brand is immediately connected to Herbalife. And that's what I want people to think about me. Okay. So I'm not going to harp on that for too much, but just understand that that's the purpose of a 90-day plan. It's that consistency. It's that Coca-Cola in your face every single day. It's that Apple branding in your face every single day. Think of yourself that way. Think of every check mark that you make on that list of a 90-day plan as a little piece of your branding. It's you telling the world, hey, this is who I am. I'm not changing. I didn't do my products just yesterday for a picture. I'm doing my products every single day. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing invites. I'm having a shake party. We're continuing our weight loss challenges, whatever it is. Like, it's got to be consistent. So consistency and a 90-day plan, hand in hand, that's what makes a 90-day plan special, is your consistency. It's not what you're doing every single day. It's the consistency of you doing it. Okay. So I'm going to go on and talk a little bit about some stuff that we have coming up. Tara, are we good on questions? Anything?
Yes, ma'am, you're good.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to share again, and I'm just going to wrap it up a little bit. And if you have questions about specific 90-day plans, you know, feel free to ask, and I will definitely cover anything. But I think that the main takeaway from a 90-day plan is just being consistent. Whatever you choose to do, being consistent for those 90 days. So coming up, I just want to make everybody aware and remember we have our promos. I gotta get this thing out of my way. Okay. Our first quarter promo, we are right in the middle of this. So if you are brand new to the team, you may or may not have seen this, but we are doing a first quarter promo. It was the beginning of the year through our leadership development weekend that's coming up, and everyone has a chance to qualify. This is going to be fully qualified supervisors, but you can all hit that. There is a volume qualification as well as the frontline, either preferred member or distributor component to this, but you can win some a really cool blanket and some cash. So everybody's always down with cash. So I highly recommend that, you know, get with your sponsor, really understand how this promo works, and map out your months so that you know exactly how to hit what you're looking for. We also have our February team promo, and this is open to all supervisors who increase their documented volume by a minimum of 500 volume points in February over their January volume. And again, we have a recruiting component to that. Recruit 2 new either frontline preferred members or frontline distributors. Or you can just qualify for supervisor in the month of February. So you get a mini mega water bottle. You can get you pick your color. It's a really cool promo that we have going, and it's something that's attainable for all of us. So we need to reach a little farther for that one and hit that. This, I'm not sure why it is really small. Can you guys read that? Shut up, Jeff Manus. I see you. Yeah, not sure why this is so small, but we will make sure that this is posted in Herbalifers, and I apologize for it being so small, but we do have some people that have already qualified for the water bottle promo, and I think we've got some that are in the silver cuts, gold cuts, and bronze cuts of that quarterly promo as well. So congratulations to you guys. That's something definitely that, like I said, we can all strive for. The promo is not over, and I know that we're going to add to that list, but congrats to those of you who have already hit that. And I apologize if we missed anybody. Sometimes going through levels. If something got missed, I do apologize, and please get with us or your sponsor, and we'll make sure that that is added. We have a product highlight, and that's going to be our Tri-Shield. And, you know, Shauna talked about our heart health line last week, but the Tri-Shield is in our heart health. Definitely something that, you know, if you haven't tried, I always recommend trying different products, adding something new to your arsenal of products every month. So if you haven't tried Tri-Shield, definitely do that. We've got important dates coming up. You can read those. I won't read all those to you. Our next STS in the Charlotte area or Shelby area is the 14th. We have LDW coming up. Do I have the LDW slide? I will post that. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I left that one out. LDW is coming up April. You have to be supervisor to attend that leadership development training. There again, there is still time. You have to be supervisor or accumulate 1,000 documented volume points, I believe. There is still time to hit that, so definitely plan on that. The speakers, let me see if I can pull this up. We have really, Leadership Development Weekend is probably my favorite training of all that we have. I love Extravaganza. I love our STSs, don't get me wrong. But the Leadership Development Weekend speaks to you on a different level, and it really does talk to the leaders. And it's a higher level training. It really is. So if you can get there, definitely do so. We're looking at April 17th through the 19th. We've got Nikki Lee, who is an executive president, Team 30K, who also had like amazing growth in 2019. She, I think, was the #1 royalty of 2019. I mean, just incredible growth. And Alcides Mejia, who is International President's Team 20K, also incredible speaker to hear. I think that those two together are really going to bring us a great mix, and there's a lot that we can take away from that. So hope to see you all at the LDW in April. And next Monday night is our team call with our recognition. So every month we do a recognition call, and it's basically celebrating our top producers, our top recruiters, and that sort of thing from the previous month. So next Monday, March 2nd at 8:30, we're all going to come together for a celebration call. Please don't miss that. And if you have questions or if you want more specifics on a 90-day plan, I know I talk fast and I covered a whole lot of info, but I'll be happy to answer anything or help you even draw out a 90-day plan, because they can all look different. But you guys, that's all I have. Tara, if you don't have anything.
Hey, Carrie,
Yep.
can I ask a question real quick?
Absolutely.
So as you're getting new team members, because we're talking about the 90-day plan and everybody's a little different depending on, and you mentioned that, depending on where they are in the business. So as you get new team members, what kind of plans are you trying to have them really focus on their first 90 days?
So for me personally, we have a folder that we give out that has different daily methods of operations and different DMOs in it. And when someone's brand new, I almost let them just kind of try things out and try some different ones. And I try to see where they're excelling, because they might not see it for themselves. But if they're really strong at doing invites and getting people into the club, then, you know, that might be a focus. But we try to see where they excel, because that part's going to come natural. And then, you know, implement some of the others that might not be so natural, or might be a little, like I said, that little knot in your stomach. Get them outside of their box a little bit, but really see where they excel, because that's going to show you, you know, we have some people that, you know, the at-home parties and the at-home or even business tea drops and things like that, that's just natural for them. Whereas we have other people that would much rather bring people in and do invites into the club. So I try to see where they are naturally going to go. That's something that should definitely be implemented into a 90-day plan. From there, get them outside of their box a little bit and really focus. Then you can start making your list. But I kind of let them go and see what they naturally connect with first. But we do give them ideas. We give them a list of DMOs. Anything else? All righty then. Well, I guess that's all I have. You guys were great. I hope I delivered, and I'm going to unmute you guys.
Yep. Pick it.
All right. Good night. Everybody say bye.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you guys. See you
Carrie.
later.
Thank you.
Bye.